A medium pizza slice has 25 grams of carbohydrates, and a medium sweet potato has roughly the same number of carbs. Both will ultimately break down into sugar, into glucose, that is your blood sugar. Now my question to you is, which of these carbs are bad? If you have answered pizza, of course you're right. Pizza, it's bad. The carbs in the pizza are bad. Have you ever wondered why they are bad? Here is the answer. Okay, so the carbs in the pizza are bad because they are refined and they are processed, and they don't have any nutritive value. They don't have fiber, they don't have vitamins, they don't have minerals in it. So when you eat a pizza, so what happens is that they are easily and quickly digested in your body. This leads to a faster rise in your blood sugar, which then causes a spike in your insulin, which is a hormone released by your pancreas to combat that blood sugar. When this happens again and again, when you eat bad carbs all the time, these powerful spikes in insulin causes you to become insulin resistant. Okay, and when this happens, you start to gain fat, especially on your belly area. You become overweight and obese. As a result, you become inflamed and you increase the risk of chronic diseases like type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and other diseases. Okay. On the other hand, when you eat complex carbohydrates found in beans, lentils, brown rice, oats, etc., these foods have tons of nutrients like fiber, phytonutrients, vitamins, and minerals that slows down the release of sugar in your blood, and therefore less insulin is needed to combat it. Now, a term called glycemic index comes in my mind when I think about this concept. So a glycemic index ranks the carbohydrates from the scale of 0 to 100. So foods like pizzas, donuts, burgers, or any refined and processed carbs, they rank higher on this glycemic index, whereas complex carbohydrates like beans and lentils, they rank lower. Okay, so a thumb rule is that you should eat more of complex carbohydrates, which ranks lower on the glycemic index, and vice versa. At the end of this video, I will give you a table which will list all the foods along with their glycemic index ratings. Okay, now I will give you the top carb sources that you should be having every day if you want to lose weight, if you want to build muscle and optimize your health. These are the carbs that I eat every single day, and 90% of my carb calories come from these sources. So the first one are fruits and vegetables. Fruits and vegetables, they're all carbs. And you thought carbs were bad. Anyway, so virtually every expert around the world will agree on this fact that you and I, we should be eating at least 5 to 8 servings of fruits and vegetables every single day, and yet no one does. If you are a diabetic, then you should avoid fruits, especially which are high on the glycemic index, like mangoes, bananas, melons, grapes, etc., and never ever juice them, because when you juice them, you strip them of the fiber, which then causes your blood sugar to rise instantly, and you know what happens. You know the drill, right? I just explained you that. However, I highly recommend that you start juicing your vegetables, because when you juice them, you can consume 5 to 8 servings of vegetables in just one tall glass of juice. This can help you save time, and then you don't have to go crazy eating vegetables along with your meals. Besides fruits and vegetables, the next best source of carbohydrates are sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes are amazing. I include them in my diet every single day. In fact, few months back, I've learned great sweet potato recipes that will allow you to include this amazing superfood in your diet. Now, sweet potatoes are loaded with beta carotene, which then converts into vitamin A. They're one of the best sources of beta carotene. Besides that, they're loaded with fiber. Just 100 grams of sweet potato will give you at least 5 to 6 grams of fiber, and they are very low on glycemic index and doesn't cause fat storage. Okay, so moving on, the next source of carbohydrates that I personally include in my diet is brown rice. Okay, now I know what you would be thinking. Oh, you know, they take ages to cook, and they are not as tasty as white rice. And to some extent, I agree with you. But when you remove the germ layer and the outer bran from the whole grain of rice, you're left with white rice, and effectively you've removed around 11 nutrients, including selenium, magnesium, iron, copper, vitamin B1, 3, 6. Now it's your choice. If you are accepting a marginal reduction in taste and you want to gain those 11 nutrients, it's up to you. The choice is yours. Okay. And over time, I feel so many of my clients have reported that when you start eating brown rice over a period of time, they are okay with the taste. And given the nutrition profile, I highly recommend that you shift from white rice to brown rice. So here's a list of all the carb sources along with the glycemic index. And I hoped you enjoyed watching the video. Thanks for watching.